As you can see, the screen is practically full. Matter of fact, I'll back up a little bit, you can see better. Practically full of goodies. I've been able to find some better deals lately, and I've been trying to buy more premium brand bulk, if that makes sense. So like, for example, I have a big lot of optic, just stars and commons and stuff. That stuff seems to do pretty well for me, and they're super cheap. So if they sit there for a while, I think I paid like $15 or something for those 400 cards. And, you know, a few of the stars in there will sell for a couple bucks a piece. So I was picking that up. I might get a big load of Prism as well. Well, it kind of intrigued me when I did the dollar box challenge at the Green Bay Card Show, and I got the big 4-row box of optic and Prism stars and commons for 30 bucks. Well, it would have been 30 bucks my price. I got it for 20 because the dealer was kind enough to help in the challenge and get the young man some extra cards. But anyway, I'd been thinking about that then for a while, that's something that I could have a lot of value out of. So I picked up some optic. See how it goes. Actually, there's another lot of optic stuff in one of these packages, a smaller lot. So anyway, let's get into this and see what we got. I'm going to clear off the desk so we have some room to see what's going on, and I'll bring out the packages one by one. Alright, let's get started. So we'll go with this one first. I don't remember what happened to the envelope or the shipping container for this lot. Must have ripped or gotten wet or something. I don't even remember. It's over a week ago, so let's take a look. Let me get to a regular frame here. Okay, so this is obviously a lot of Brady stuff. Started looking for some more Brady stuff this morning, and there's a lot more lots out there, and they're a lot cheaper. He's having not a great season. His personal life has some struggles, and I think a lot of fans are just kind of over him right now. Obviously, long term, he's the GOAT, so it's still a good buy. Actually, even better buy if you're getting a deal on it. So I have a feeling I'm going to have a lot more Brady lots coming in. By the way, I got this one because it's got some oddball stuff you'll see here. This is a 06 certified, I think. 08. Leaf certified. And then we've got this Iconic Ink, which of course is a replica. And then another final score replica. I bought a small lot of replica Brady rookies a while ago, and they all sold extremely fast for good money. So this is a Sports Illustrated for kids. Whenever I can find SI for kids stuff at a good price, I buy them. They're actually pretty rare. This is a couple more just like homemade cards, if you want to put it that way. So when he was going to be with the Expos, which that's like him a lot older, so it's kind of funny. This one's might actually be a photo of him in an old Expos uniform. Alright, and then this last pack here, I've got a 08 Threads, and then a replica of the Rookie Ticket Auto, which is actually a magnet. The Gold Rookie, I've sold all of those before, and then the Free Agent one when he went to the Bucks. So just a nice little lot there. Again, pretty cheap, and I'm looking for a lot more oddball and promo stuff. I've done really well with that. Those items, especially on those GOATs, because the collectors have most of the common stuff, if you will, and are just looking for, you know, something extra for their collection. Okay, this is all optic base cards. So you'll see a lot of common stuff in here. There is a lot of like retired veteran Hall of Famers in it too, which is kind of cool. And you got Roethlisberger, Earl Campbell. Let's see. D. Jones stuff has been selling. I sold a couple Daniel Jones cards this week. Justin Jefferson. I don't think I'm going to go through this whole box, but you get a pretty good idea. We'll go through a couple stacks to get a pretty good idea of what's in here. LaDainian Tomlinson, Larry Johnson. If you've opened any this year's Optic at all, you know what's in here. So it's just a complete mix. Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, Ray Lewis. Just a complete mix of commons. There's no one taken out of here. There's a few. I did go through this whole stack. There is a few Josh Allen's, Patrick Mahomes, the money guys as well. Diggs, Michael Strahan, I like that card. Riggins. Now that I buy more vintage stuff, I'm getting a good appreciation even for the new cards of vintage players. I always thought that was kind of annoying in the past that they put vintage players in there, but my mind is being changed. Tyreek Hill, Michael Thomas still sells. Kyler Murray, Vince Young, Cooper Kupp, Dan Marino, Peyton Manning, Mark Andrews. Just bought a Mark Andrews NFL 5 foil card. I don't know why, but it was cheap and the foils do well, and I hear Mark Andrews is having a hell of a season. Here's Favre, Strahan again, Riggins, Portis, Prescott, another Diggs, another Hurts. So you can see that's another Tyreek, so you can kind of see where that's gone. I think there's going to be some good money in that. I did not spend much on it. This whole box is full, including there's some in the little space in between the cards there as well. So it's going to be a little bit of a project to list. I'll have to sort them into the multiples and stuff and then start getting them listed, but I think they can do really well. I've done well with just Optic base cards. In fact, I opened some Optic this year and I'd sold a few common cards out of it. So anyway, that just helps round out inventory. Again, if they sit, I don't have much into it. All right, let's do this one next. To think about it a little bit. Oh, I probably should have waited this one for last. These are the oldest cards I have ever held in my hands. These are 1939 and 1940 play ball. Got them pretty cheap. They are rounded, which I don't think they're supposed to be. What is this one? This one's 1941 maybe? So I don't know. I didn't pay a ton for them. They did look authentic. Doesn't even have a year on it. So these must be 39, because I think the 1940 ones say 1940. These are 1940, I believe. Yeah, 1940 down there. So no big names, of course, or anything like that. I just thought this would be a fun thing to have. I'll throw in my inventory. If they go, great. If they don't, cool. Yeah, this one's not as rounded. More square corners on this one. But I looked them all up. They, ones in this condition go anywhere from like $8 to $10, maybe a little less than that, depending on the player. So I figured it's worth a shot. I mean, if I got $10 a piece for these, I'd get 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It'd be $90. Well over what I paid. So anyway, kind of a fun little expansion there. Get into some of the pre-war. Just dab my toes into some of the pre-war stuff to see if I can do anything with it. Okay, I'll do this one. And I remember, this is Allen's stuff. Don't have a ton of Josh Allen. I think I kind of overpaid for these. But I think he's going to be hyped all season long. Clearly, they are one of, if not the best team, one of the top 2 teams in the league. And people will be looking for Allen stuff all year long. So I paid about $1 a card for these. A lot of them are commons. A couple of them are a little bit better. This is a Gridiron Kings insert with the canvas. Type material, power formulas, dominators, out of optic. There's a Road to the Super Bowl card against the Colts. A green prism. Parallel, and then a whole bunch of commons. Now, like I said, I'm not really buying like big lots like this right now of players, but having some low-end Allen I think is going to be good for the year. So we got some Chronicles, a couple of timestamp, Discord team, Prestige, a couple playoff season tickets, any given Sunday, some elite stuff does pretty well. Here's some more Prestige, just a bunch of base, some Donruss base. So I don't know if I'll really do anything with these or not, but at least I've got some Allen then. This is the Absolute, but it's the gold foil parallel. The throwback score from 2020. Here's a Prism base, the draft pick base. These are cool, this dual threats. Josh Allen when he caught his own pass. Pretty fun, and it's the green parallel, so you can see the green foil on it. So I actually got 2 of those. And then an In the Zone, out of score. This is from 2020. This is kind of cool, legendary, part of a rainbow, I guess. Legendary contenders, that's the silver base, the red, and the purple. So, hoping, at least a few of those would go for decent money, and then maybe the rest will at least sell at like a common price. And, I can make something on them. Here's some more optic. Sometimes you gotta take some chances, and sometimes you gotta expand on, the players that you're holding to. Okay, here's Cousins, Robert Woods. So you're gonna see a lot of what we just saw: Larry Johnson, Earl Campbell, Metcalf. Can't remember if there's any bigger names in here or not. Odell, Manning. I mean, there's no rookies or anything in it. This is all base. Daniel Hunter. I think I was getting excited looking for optic lots, so I might have overpaid slightly on this one before I found the really good deal on the 400 card lot. This one has a few hollows at least, but they're not big names. Tyler Lockett. It's a hollow. DeMarcus Lawrence, T.Y. Hilton, and Jalen Reagor are my other hollows. So there's no there's Barry Sanders always does well. But there's no, there's a Mahomes and an Allen. So yeah, I guess we got a couple stars in there. D. Jones, Danny Dimes, Dan Hill, Kurt Warner. So that's what that lot is. So those will just kind of get added into my big optic lot and sorted. All right, let's do this one. And back to vintage. So we're going to super ultra modern stuff that came out a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, whatever. Very recently, and then stuff that came out 70, 80 years ago or more. All right, so this stuff continues to do well for me, the vintage football. These are 58, I want to say. They're not in great shape. But anyway, we got George Shaw. He's a quarterback for the Colts. So it's actually pretty cool. Jim Mochler. And then a Packers card, which is always cool. Howard Ferguson. And Leo Namalini. All right, and then we got some of these all-star ones. I think these are 58 as well. A couple Don Trull, Larry Grantham for the Jets. The Don Trulls are quarterbacks. Quarterbacks always good to get. Taliaferro, I've sold a few of his cards. Jets quarterback. And then here's some more tops. Again, I'm still kind of learning the years, but anyway, Jim Hart. Look at all the writing and stuff on it. Wilburn, Bobby Naples, and then some, I think these are 69, pretty sure. Tom Beer, cool name. Rex Mirich, Homer Jones, sounds pretty roach. Charlie Durkee, Carl Leggett, Tom Vaughn, Merlin Olsen, A Little House on the Prairie star, Alex Karras, he's in the Hall of Fame, George Sauer, Mike Curtis, I can't even read that name, Jim Whalen, Hicks, Ogden, Rosses, Kermit, a couple of Walter Rock here and here, Jim McClue, Clifton McNeil, Joe Morrison, Ron Mix. I don't know if I'm going to get anything for these. They're trimmed, and I don't know. Elijah Pitts, Art Graham, John Brody, that's a pretty good one. Quarterback from the 49ers. Darryl LaMonica, another quarterback. McNeil, Homer Jones, Jim Kick, John Mendenhall. No idea what this is from. A game, maybe? Wonder Bread All-Stars. Alright. So don't know how well I'll do with those, but condition is a problem there. Alright, here's the other Brady lot that I bought. I was uber surprised how cheap I got these. As you see on the screen there. Love these cards. Got some nice thick holders out of the deal, which I'm always looking for shipping. Now let's do this one first. So these are all Kings, Gridiron King stuff, which does well. These are the Expressionists here. Here's a brown frame. Brady, a couple of red frames. Just awesome looking cards. I love the frames. And then I think these are pretty much all the brown frame ones. A couple more reds in here. But a different red, that's a all-time stat King, and then a couple of the base. So, yeah, for that price, I mean, I was getting $5 to $8 a piece for those. I think that's a pretty good buy. Even with the down Brady market. Alright, next. And back to vintage. This one is kind of fun. There's a lot of these that are marked, but this is a huge lot of checklists. I speak about this in videos in the past. Checklists are a great buy for the right price, especially if they're unmarked. Unfortunately, a big portion of these are marked. I think I saw that in the auction, but it's a bunch of checklists I don't have, and they seem to be a little bit more rare for more rare sets. But there are a bunch of unmarked ones. So I've got, let's get some rating up there, but these are all unmarked, I think, in the back half here. That one's marked. A few more marked ones, some unmarked ones. So, again, for the price, I think I'll do pretty good on these, even with the marked ones. Some of the marked ones might still go, but the unmarked ones are where it's at. So, anyway. I think I was Been kind of scraping the barrel the last week or two, just trying to find some stuff to buy. Especially now that I take offers, things seem to be moving even faster, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Okay, I think it's just a note in there. Okay, this is all Jordan's. Some oddball-y stuff. Jordan oddball stuff does extremely well. And I got these in quantity, which I love, because I just have to make one listing, put a quantity of 20 on it, or whatever it is, and let them go. So, but these are 1990 Superstar, limited edition of 10,000. So the bunch of this action shot one. I think there's 20 or 25 of that one. And then there's 20 of this one. So this one, which is more of just a close-up shot. So same thing, 1990 Superstar. Funny that they're the same card number. Oh no, number 1 and number 20. So anyway, for the price, for a couple bucks for a stack of 20 of them, those might take a little while to sell them all, but I will make money on them for sure. Okay, I've got this one here, and I think, is this a PC? Oh, kind of. So, fun thing about this is the first SGC card I have ever owned. So I had to have this. 15 bucks I paid for this. It's an 8.5, which isn't bad for a wild card graded card. It's a 5-stripe 1993 wild card. These are by far the most rare stripe cards. Wild card put out was the 93 stuff. And I really like the slabs. They're nice and solid. I like the black around it. It looks cool, especially with this kind of the stripe going through the corner. So 15 bucks graded. I think that was a great one to add to the PC. All right, and then one last one. In a giant bag. This one is fun. They weren't shipped loose in the bag. I just put them back in there that way to bring them upstairs. So shipping on all these was pretty good. These are really fun. These were made by Topps. See the Topps logo here. And it was some kind of a game, I think. Board game, but some great players. I love the look, the pictures. Pretty easy to grade. You know, if you can keep them in decent shape, you know, they do well that way. So I think I'll have buyers for them. Anyway, here's OJ, Terry Bradshaw, Fran Tarkenton, Bart Starr. So all the big names are here. Namath, Haven Moses, Tom Woodishick, Len Dawson, some of the marker ones. And then we've got Mike Lucci, Bob Berry, Mike Curtis, Bob Hayes, Dante Thomas, John Haddle, Gary Collins, Gene Washington, Tom Dempsey, Sam Brunelli, Ken Avery, Woodichick, Clifton McNeil, John Haddle, Mike Curtis, Charlie Johnson, Andy Russell, Jerry Levias, Bob Berry, Dave Osborne, Virgil Carter, Donna Abramowitz, Lance Allworth, Dan Abramowitz. I'm trying to remember what year these are from. So there's 52 cards. Card 21 of 52, Gene Washington, Clifton McNeil, Jem Nance, Ken Avery, Daryl LaMonica, Ron Berger, Bob Greasy, Larry Zonka, Sonny Jorgensen, Gary Collins, Andy Russell again, Bob Hayes, MacArthur Lane, Dwayne Thomas, Charlie Johnson, Larry Wilson, Matt Snell, John Brody, Ken Avery, Gary Collins, Bobby Bell, Ronan Gabriel, Woodchick, Novice, MacArthur Lane, Willie Wood, Harold Jackson, John Brody, Floyd Little, Merlin Olson, Woodchick, Donna Brownwitz, Phil Nelson, Harold Jackson, Woodchick, Larry Brown, Bob Berry, Hoorit Dixon, Bob Berry, Charlie Sanders, Bob Hayes, Willie Wood, Bob Greasy, Dick Buckus, Larry Zonka, Dick Buckus, Jerry Levias, Bob Greasy, Jim Nance, and Sonny Jorgensen. So, nice variety there, good star names. They don't go for a ton, but what I paid for them, to have some of those star names go into inventory on a vintage card, I like it. I think this is the kind of thing that could gain over time too. They did not print as many of those as they did trading cards. So anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks again so much for watching. Please like and share this video. If you have a comment, I'd be happy to read it. And let me know what you think of this. Am I buying the right stuff? Is any of this fun? Good way to invest in the market? But